I sort of started a new project today. This was just what I felt inspired on, and it's always good to get more experience working with samples. There is a beautiful song by Novo Amor called Colourway that some creators in the past have flipped. A sort of an example of what it sounds like is this. But I don't know where he went. My dear, don't unfold me. I call it all pretend. Be here and be holy. That sort of vibe. It starts off with this awesome little guitar riff. But mainly it's the vocals I was interested in, so I pulled the song into Logic and did the stem splitter, and then had to manipulate it to get it to the right tempo, and then take out some timing situations I didn't love to kind of get it more gridded up and more into like an EDM style. And I think I want to kind of make some like light, hopeful drum and bass out of this. I love this raw vocal. The stem splitter did a pretty good job. I think it's missing the little harmony there at the end, but we'll get that eventually. And then I put this little synth with it. I made the synth from scratch, and I was really proud of it because it was, I listened to the vocal and then I was like, yo, what would go next here? And like this sound popped into my head. It didn't originally have the stepping here. It was more just this sound. With it sliding around, and I will say, I wanted the beginnings of chords to kind of like have like a startup sound. And I'm kind of getting that with the glide here. I kind of wanted it to originally be like a filter, like a wah. I wanted it to open up. But the problem was, the one thing I didn't figure out how to do was how to get it to do that like motion and stay open, and then while I'm playing notes, keep it open unless I let off all the notes. I feel like there's got to be a way to do that. I know there's ways to do that in other synthesizers, but I couldn't figure out how to get an envelope to stay open until I let off all notes. The glide kind of was a nice in between there, and then this kind of saw with a 9 voices spread out, and then taking out some of the bass, and then some distortion. So the filter again here, this one's taking out a lot of that high end multi-band with the low turned down, so it's really just kind of that middle stuff, and leaves all room for a sub underneath. And then a nice big chorus, or a nice big reverb there at the end. And then this little guy is really fun. We'll make that synth not need to be sidechain compressed as heavily once we bring drums in. So I liked this sound. I thought it was pretty cool, and I was proud to have made it, and I thought the two went really well together. We'll see how much I actually mix the guitar into this specific spot here, but I'm thinking some very like kind of maybe sort of jungly but very light drum and bass type stuff over the top of it. I haven't gotten into drums just yet, but definitely not our usual like kind of stuff. I want it to be a lot more like kind of stuff, you know. So that's all we did today. A little light work on this. Spent honestly longer than I'd like to admit getting the samples to the place where I wanted them here, but they are now in a place where it is very usable, and I feel like I could go back up and into the stems here and kind of grab things from the song I want and not have to like constantly wrangle them. They're all at the tempo in the key. I might pitch shift it to a different key. This is the original key, but I don't know. It's still fun either way. That's all I have time for today. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.